if you notice here, I've got a sticking up piece of toothpick. Break it off. All right, so how I layer these is I put glue in there and I put toothpicks down, 3 or 4 in each section. Then glue, toothpicks, etc. So now I got my base right here. I'm going to have a bridge crossing over. It's going to be a different kind of bridge. On this side, this is the desert scene. You see the desert scene. This side is going to be an arch bridge, desert arch bridge. But the other side of it is going to be a metal bridge, because from this view on this side, it's all desert. On the other side, it's going to be Rocky Mountains. So I got to be a little creative here. But anyway, that's the plan. Right now, what we're going to do is I've been watching some videos. My previous rocks I've done been 3D printed, and they turn out okay, but this takes forever to make. Especially a long distance like this is going to be, right? I mean, you can see some of the previous that I've done here, and I'll still do some of it here for, you know, this tunnel's one, got openings so you can see the train in the tunnel. And I'll still do smaller stuff like these and these will be out there. But regardless, I've been watching videos, and I did a little here, but we're going to tackle this bigger piece and see if I'm any good at it and how we can do it. And what they're doing is they're just whacking at it. I mean, just whacking at it. So I'm going to whack at it, and we're going to see what that gets us. Other than a big mess. Don't forget the sides here. We're just whacking at it all different directions. Different depths. All right, and then we're just going to kind of just go at it like this. Get some of this already loose stuff off. You know, right now it doesn't look like anything. My goal is it look like rocks when I'm done. Otherwise, I guess I could always go over it with a layer of the 3D printed. And I brought other materials like a super sculpting screwdriver here. Just gives you different leverage. It pulls off different types of chunks. And what I don't want to see in the end product is these layer lines where the, you know, where the different layers of foam meet. So I'll use DAP or something, different things, maybe some toilet paper and dipped in glue. Stuff like that. So I know it's not going to look super good until it's painted. But I think it doesn't take long. It's already looking like something. So let me continue on this and I'll show you what I end up with when I stop. The South Cliff is going to be at a stopping point for now. I'll look at it later and see what we got. Here, all right, Mike with Triangle Mike, Texas. So here I've got this section, a track will come along the front edge here, but And this is two pieces. This top piece here is meant to be removable. So, but this bottom piece is glued down, obviously, because it's got the track that's going to be on it. So let's do this rock face here. And I've started similar to my previous. I made some scoring. I'll whack at it with the knife. Maybe that knife, maybe a Phillips head screwdriver, and my other screwdriver. You know, all the proper foam carving tools. So let me whack at it and, well, you can watch for a minute. Let's see. Put you here. I'm going to support the camera. All right. I'm going to get all of this stored with this knife first. You want random scoring. Try to be a little deeper towards the top than the bottom, and it will kind of naturally fall unless you want a absolutely vertical face. And try to do less near the edges of where the track's going to be. All right. So there's that. So now let's just chip at it. This top part here, I'll take it out and put it on a table and have a little more accuracy with that. And if it doesn't look right at first, you can come back at it. But, you know, go over it once first, clean up all your mess, and then come back at it. Again, once this stuff gets painted, it changes completely. So sometimes you gotta look past the clumpy pink stuff, right? And once I 3D print my bridge for here, then I'll come in and fix this, you know, much better. So I might not even mess with this area because I'm going to have to redo it regardless. If you got, you know, like I hit a hunk of glue from between the layers, so I just give it a little bit of extra force. You can always take away, it's harder to put back. Although I have enough chunks, you can put them back, but I'm just sweeping them up in a shop vac. Being foam, they want to cling to everything. So I'll work on this and then get back with you. Sorry, pause music. All right, so this is the rough start. I got part of it, and then that's what's left on this bottom piece here. Won't take me long. This didn't take long. And you got to kind of get back and look. When you're the farther back you are, the better this looks. I think once it's scenic, it's going to look pretty good. And what I plan to do, and we'll do videos on this, is hit it with black paint, thin down black, and get it in all the cracks. And then hit it with I got a paint that's about this color, which under the light looks pretty close to Red Rocks. Again, that was a base of black, and then a light spray of the Red Rock stuff over it. I'll probably repaint these guys to the same color. These were 3D printed. That's what was on my old layout, and they were a slightly different color, and I wasn't happy with it. So this is closer to what I'm trying to achieve. So, all right, continue on. You can see the back. Just layers, goes around the beams over there. This is where they sit. Sits up like this. The bigger village down below and the smaller village in here. And so we're going to shape all this just like we did over here. Again, this will look a lot different once it's painted and maybe smoothed out in places a little more. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so here's this as it sits right now. Again, the first go at it, it'll change up quite a bit once it's painted. I'll do some toilet paper dipped in, diluted glue back here to round off the inside back and tops here. And maybe put a 3D printed base for this one. It would include like a fire pit rather than digging into this space. If I just do a 3D print, lift it all up a slight hair, I can blend it into the bottom. So I'll probably do that for that bit of it. Got the track, cork glued. Let it set a day or two, and I'll pull those pins out. And I'll probably work on this bridge next to get it in place and set. So, yeah, I think I need a lot of smoothing out on some of these edges. So, I'll figure that out as time goes. Of course, sharp edges exist too. I think if I hit it with just a little sandpaper, it'll do wonders for it. All right, thanks for watching.